MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Miami Marlins. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Wei-Yin Chen is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Adam Eaton strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder, Adam Eaton.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 7-10.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This Marlin ball club, Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortune.
Well, the right fielder does just about everything he can here. You'll see it. This is a great effort as he leaps to come up with this thing, but he just can't reel it in. It's a nice job here by the center fielder backing him up, but this was going to be a triple all the way.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Chen sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Grounded to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Jose Abreu will stride fourth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course. Currently 4th in the American League in that department. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Todd Frazier will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Hot shot to third. Prado was there to Gordon for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Jose Quintana gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a bouncing ball, foul. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Anderson backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Christian Yelich will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Line drive to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
And now Navarro can't squeeze it as it gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, and that was the two-seam fastball, and all I can think is that maybe it started to take off on him just a little bit right there at the end, because it's a pitch that he normally has no problems with.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Anderson is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now. And you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Drilled down the line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Martin Prado now. And he lays off there, 1-0. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Garcia. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. 2-1 now, Miami. DeAndre Navarro will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Chen into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Rocket to third. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Stepping in, Avisail Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
2-1. Runners on the move for second. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Tyler Saladino will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Ozuna on the run. 1 out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality.
God dang.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Tim Anderson has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
This is line to left. Yelich is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. White Sox pick up just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Chris Johnson will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Garcia. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 7.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Josh Tolley will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you look at the numbers overall, and they're not good. And guess what he did yesterday? Not good. No hits.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
He's had his share of troubles behind the plate here. That's the second time he's been hit with a pass ball so far.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. Anderson backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Wei-In Chen. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. D. Gordon will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. We've played 2, and Miami has taken. Austin Jackson will stand in now as he'll get us going in the top of inning number 3.
And we've yet to see a 0 on that scoreboard so far, so he'll be looking to get something started again.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And Jackson's going to do a little gap work here as this one's down for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So stepping in, Jose Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 25 doubles for him this season. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside,
this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. They'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Up next for Chicago.
So striding in, Todd Frazier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Yelich going back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as that ties our ball game at 3-3.
Now batting.
Deontay Navarro steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Avisail Garcia will dig in. He singled his first time around. First delivery to him on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Boy, that's a big time to pick up the first strike out of the ball game here. So far, guys have been putting the ball in play, and really that's been part of the problem, quite frankly. But that's a good job to get a much-needed punch-out right there.
And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. Standing in now, Tyler Saladino, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but will come up empty. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game.
The batter, number 8.
Tim Anderson steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home. Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami. And he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Quintana's got his target and delivers. And that misses. 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 35 now on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
But I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
The center fielder, number 13.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
This will get caught chasing a bat one there at strike 1. The home run estimated at 414 feet officially. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
It's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they will take the lead as he's safe at the plate, and it's now a 5-4 game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now to the plate, Chris Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Adeiny Echeverria set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Scorched to third. Frazier's up with it. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Marlins 5 and the White Sox 4. Leading off the inning, Jose Quintana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Chen gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to have the pitcher leading off an inning, and here he retires him to start the 4th.
Adam Eaton.
1 away now. Here's Adam Eaton. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 4 runs, 9 hits. 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Opposite field to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Austin Jackson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion. You're going to get an out anywhere.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
And if you're looking for round numbers, that's strikeout number 100 for him now on the season. Now, that's a number that I know he would like to cut down on, but sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad.
Jose Abreu is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. White Sox leave 1, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Josh Thole is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Eaton is there to make the catch, and the home half of the 4th starts with a 1-pitch out.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody on that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Wei-Yin Chen comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Oh, that's a pearl right there.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, D. Gordon.
D. Gordon will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
2 out, nobody on. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one in the side. Todd Frazier heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Chen's got his target, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking to avoid his first walk. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Good battle. Count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Deontay Navarro comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. That misses. 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lifted in the air to right field. Stanton has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Avisail Garcia will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Fastball in there for a called strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Yelich is after it. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
up next.
Tyler Saladino will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he will score as the tying run as he beats the throw home, and we're knotted up at 5 apiece. Tim Anderson steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Christian Yelich comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Hit out towards second. Saladino is right there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The right fielder, number
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Hit down the third base line. Frazier is there, and now from the air, a jump throw. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Marcel.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the first pitch. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Garcia, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, you know he's got 1 home run already, and I think off the bat right there, he was pretty sure he got another one. But you can see this ball's going to wind up just a little bit short as it kicks off the wall, and he's going to have to settle for just a 2-base hit this time.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Michael Inoa is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Justin Bour will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in.
And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. 1 run scored. The tag by Navarro, but it's too late as the run scores. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Into the first base dugout, and he makes the catch. He took one away there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Oh, nice catch.
Catcher,
Josh Tolley digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Justin Bohr will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. In there, no balls and a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. On the ground to third. Prado's up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
Adam Eaton is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Runs up and gets this one down. Prado fields it cleanly. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Striding into the box, Austin Jackson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to third. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jose Abreu. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Todd Frazier strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in. Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it 7-6 now. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deandre Navarro. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Brian Morris will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Stanton over to his left, and the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the 1. 9-1-2. Dan Jennings will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Dan Jennings.
Dominic Brown is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And that's in there for strike one. Here's a swing by Brown as he sends a ground ball out to second base. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, number 9.
D. Gordon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out.
You ain't beat that.
Not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Christian Yelich gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Giancarlo Stanton will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And he gets ahead 0-1.
One strike.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Marcell Ozuna will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
No!
Here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch. Brian Ellington is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Avisail Garcia. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Stanton moves over, 1 down.
Now batting. Second
In now, Tyler Saladino. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bounce to first. A stab, and he's got it. He's up with it. The throw. He's out.
Wow, made it look easy. Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Tim Anderson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Martin Prado steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Martin Prado.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Garcia is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting.
At the plate, Justin Bohr, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Adani Echeverria will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
The 1-0 pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Garcia is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Josh Tolley. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Number 6 will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
To 2-2 now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Garcia sprinting after it, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Zach Duke will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jimmy Rollins will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ichiro Suzuki will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And the 42-year-old looks at a called strike to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Marlins strand a pair as they still... Number 6 will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 6.
Carter Capps will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And here is strike one called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think they fool around anymore.
And that is off the wall in right field. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Adam Eaton will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just one out.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. To short, hit hard. Echeverria with the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
Austin Jackson has a chance now to bring home the tying run, standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him the lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. 1 out, no runner on second base. And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knot things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So a big moment here, and standing in, Jose Abreu. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. Here's a fly ball. Well hit.
That.
Back
I
goes
missed it.
Ozuna, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 7-7 game. And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in, a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. White Sox, Jerry Sands is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. D. Gordon will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling
Get the
got some more to come.
But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Marlins are challenging the.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, And the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Now a snap move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
2-1, here it is. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Just nickel or diming them to death right now. They get a bunt single, and they follow that up with an infield single. And so now it's first and second, and they're in position to really make something out of nothing.
Giancarlo Stanton is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. None out, runners at first and second. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Marcell Ozuna strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove.
Third baseman, number 14, Martin.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Martin Prado, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
Yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here. Now we'll see if he can come through or if the pitcher can somehow get out of this, Jim.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One and two, here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Garcia shading to his right, 2 gone. But he's going to think twice here and put the brakes on, so this game will remain tied at least another batter. Justin Bour will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases-loaded situation. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Deander Navarro will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Number 64 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 64.
At the plate, Deandre Navarro. Already 2 for 2. We'll look to add on right here. Hit hard back up the middle on a base hit. So a great start to the ninth as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning. Avisail Garcia comes to the plate in a key spot. Go-ahead run at first with nobody out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play it here. Some would try to manufacture that run with a sacrifice or maybe even a steal. And others say, hey, let them swing. Don't give away any outs.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here, throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler Saladino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. And guys, we talk about how important bench management is in a tight ball game. Just one player remains here, so we'll see if they want to use him right now. Circle change there, called strike one. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike two. Strike three, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. A man left for the White Sox. This remains a 7-all tie. Matt Albert will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Change up in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Echeverria is retired, and there's one away. Number 6 stands in. First offering on its way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Derek Dietrich will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Dietrich.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly would be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Down the first base line. Set to deliver on 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they can't get that winning run. A.J. Ramos will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame. Stepping up to the plate, Jimmy Rollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Taken high and deep to right. Stanton looking up. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes!
Now batting. Left fielder.
So a solo shot off the bat of Jimmy Rollins. Number 10 for him on the year as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike.
Center fielder number 10.
Austin Jackson comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yelich on the move. 1 away. Now batting, Jerry Sands. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Grounded to first. Echeverria for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot. David Robertson will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. D. Gordon will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just
He
yet.
ain't fast
You just need to
enough.
find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
The left fielder number 21.
Christian Yelich comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here, and the runner will get back standing. Robertson's ready. First pitch on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Runner goes for second. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third.
These are the at-bats where there's pressure on.
And that ball gets by him. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. Now the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
With the game on the line here, you got to make sure you're going after strikes.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Marcell Ozuna steps in with 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And you know what? He's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there on the mound. That's 2 hits and now a hit by pitch here in the inning. It's maybe not a bad time to go out there and try to calm him down just a little bit because he's looking a little hot.
Come on.
Martin Prado is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Justin Bohr ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, and we are going to the... Todd Frazier come in now to start things off in, if you can believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, we've already seen some body blows here and a few haymakers to go along with it, but I'm with you. Hard to believe that this game is tied again.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Fouled back. Line to the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Ready for another chance? Deoner Navarro. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Hard liner toward short, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Avisail Garcia ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. One there on to first, and it's another double play. The 4th they've hit into tonight. Zach Putnam will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just 1 would be the end of this ball game. Adeiny Echeverria stands in here trying to get off the schneid. He's 0 for 5 so far. Into the seats, 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. This one's softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Number 6 steps into the box. Now the pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Popped high in the air.
He sucks.
Under it is Frazier now, and that's out number 2. Standing in now, the pitcher, A.J. Ramos. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Tyler Saladino will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Zach Putnam steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Tap fouled at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Yelich is under it, and that retires the side. D. Gordon is set to take his turn, leading things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Sands over to his left, but the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt. Ready now, Christian Yelich, 3 for 6 in the ballgame to this point. The pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitter's by him 0-2.
That splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time.
Oh, great play.
Giancarlo Stanton is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Garcia is there to make the catch, and that means we've got Adam Eaton steps in to begin the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
The 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Austin Jackson stands into the box, 2 for 6 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Echeverria's there. On to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
First baseman number 44,
Jerry Sands will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Todd Frazier digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Number 33 will come in and pitch now.
for the Marlins, number 33.
Todd Frazier will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Echeverria dives. What a play. It's there, and he's out.
No way. That was awesome.
The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Good splitter there, and it's even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1.
Ah, come on.
Count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2 to third. Frazier scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Third baseman number
Martin Prado ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Two 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Hit in the air to center field. Jackson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting. First baseman.
Justin Bohr strides in, grounded out his last time through. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. 0-2, here it comes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Dribbles back toward the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and that means 13. Deoner Navarro will stand in now to start the 14th, and I don't know about you guys, but it's getting past my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm with you. How about a few runs? Jeez.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
And here's a look at the numbers from the last time he took the hill. And, hey, he wound up getting the win in relief. So he'd like to see his guys wind up on the winning end of this one, too.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Still 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Struck him out as his woes continue. That's his third strikeout of the game. Tyler Saladino digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. That's a good job to lay off, too.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. This is in the air out to right. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Yet Adeiny Echeverria is set to take his turn, leading things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment.
Oh, my God.
Swing and a liner. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. A throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting,
Number 6 will step in now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Hard hit ball to second. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 6 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
You know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Christian Yelich will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
Here in extra innings, sometimes you got to let guys go longer than you'd like. And you see his pitch count there.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line.
Yes!
And this is down, and that should do it. Here comes the winning run for the plate. And it took 14 innings, but they're going to walk off a winner.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was
My
destined
God.
to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
Oh my fucking God. That was fucking hard as shit.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show.